Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now we're going to cover the Milano 9-hole cup. This is going to be the pro edition of the qualifying round. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining in. Please click the subscribe button as it's totally free to be a subscriber. Secondly, if you like my content, please give me a thumbs up before you leave the video. Pro, we had a solid round as well, especially hole 1 and hole 2 here, which we start off on back-to-back eagles. And we also left quite a few balls at the pin that I think you're going to be able to pick up. So here we go. Hole number 1. Now, on this hole in tailwind, I only played aggressive, okay? I think everybody knows for the most part, you can lay up on the left-hand side of this fairway, and you can go for the rough bump. If you want to see what that shot looks like, you could hop over to my rookie qualifying video and take a look at a few rough bump shots. But in tailwind, when we got big clubs like an APOC 6, extra mile 9, berserkers, maybe even a snow globe, we're just going to try to let this thing rip on a little 9-hole cup and see what we can do. So 10% at max, full top, 1.5 bars of side spin to the right. And here you're going to see that I'm stretching my club out, making sure the second bounce is going onto the fairway. I will then pull my rings, and then we will push back up to max to get our max distance back. Take a note of the overpower here. This is full OP with half a ball of curl to the right. I did get lucky and hit perfect. Very difficult to do when you're using a berserker and your max OP. Look at that. Hit the sand and we rolled out. We would have rather clipped the rough and rolled out further, but regardless, we're going to take this all day. Shot number 2, 20% at mid. We're going with the end-bringer. We're going with the full top spin approach. No side spin. Ball guide line down the center of the cup through the back of the pin. Again, 20%. This is around a 4-ring pull. Perfect ball. Nice roll. Sneak it into the right-hand side of the cup. And we head on to hole number 2. Hole number 2, you can play this with a katana, absolutely. For me, I just wanted to lower the wind, see what I could do here. We're going to go with 3 bars of side spin to the left, combined with about that much top spin right there. So we're going to call that, what do you want to call that, 4.7-ish, something like that. Here I'm trying to find the ball guide line to where, you see how like right here, it's way past the pin? There's a part here where we can find, and it's a little hard to find, so you got to be fast. Well, you can move it around until it's like that. It's nice and tight. See here, now I'm aiming still through the pin, but not way back there. And as you can see, my ball guideline is fully in the cup, but it is favoring the the right-hand side of the cup. 40% pull at maximum distance. So that was like 8 point something and only 5.7 wind. So keep in mind, 40% at max. Clip the rough, roll through the rough, down, 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 and hit the pin dead center. Little fast, but it drops in for a tougher hole in 1 on hole number 2. Takes us to hole number 3 here. We're going to go 10% at max. We're going to go controlled OP. We're going to go with as much top spin as you got, combined with some right side spin here. As you can see on my spin adjustments, we're going to go full top, 2 bars of side spin to the right, which is max with a Titan. Here I'm aiming over that rough with most of my yellow ring on the fairway, but some of it still dipping into the rough. I'm going to make my adjustment. I am not pushing back up to max. I'm going to go with a controlled overpower shot. As you can see here, nice needle. We launch this thing up the fairway. Going to bring us in for a nice little grizzly potential albatross shot. Now, you just have to keep in mind here that on your shot, if you don't get as many yards as me, maybe you hit a great ball to the left. Definitely if you hit a great ball to the left, then you're going to probably be in sniper range because you're going to be further away from the hole. So, for me, I am playing this one 10% at max. Again, 10% at max. You are going to have to judge depending on what club you have, whether you're at minimum, medium, or max, or somewhere in between. But take a look here. I've got the grizzly out. We're going to go with a little bit of backspin. We're going to go with 1 bar back, no side spin. Notice we're leaving the ball guide line 1 green square short of the hole. Trying to visualize aiming dead center, just like that. Again, I pulled this one 10% at max. And here's what we're going to take a look at what happens. We miss this one to the left-hand side. So, the thing that I would start to do differently here is I would start to add side spin to get us back towards the hole. A little bit more backspin and a little bit of side spin that could help tweak you that one for the albatross. Tougher one to drop, but it's definitely there. All right, here we're going to play this one 1-to-1. Unfortunately, I caught a case of the greats. Both of my accounts, I hit a great ball to the left. Super frustrating. Let's look at the spin. 3 bars of backspin. We're going to go with the yellow ring on the rough line, just like that. Look at this ball guide line to the hole. I'm favoring the left-hand side of the cup. That was just me trying a shot out. I don't know if we need to do that. I am playing this one 1-to-1, so 5.9 miles an hour is going to be a 5.9 ring adjustment. Again, what we do know here is the backspin looks good. The 3 bars of back. Again, we hit a great ball to the left. That stinks. But you can see here the speed is really nice, and of course we're going to miss left. So, at least we know where the backspin is, 1-to-1. You can tweak with it, maybe take a ball to practice, see what you can do. Okay, here I'm going to show you 2 ways to play it. I'm going to show you one way in which we're going to have to lay up on the right-hand side here because I just couldn't find a good bounce in this headwind to get us to the top of the green. All right, so here we're going to zoop over to this left-hand side. We're going to go 6 top, 3 right. 6 top, 3 right. I'm going to back up to the plus 5 yard mark. Plus 5 yard mark like this. And then I push my rings instead of pull. But of course I push into overpower. So I'm going to use a little bit of overpower, not a lot. Right hand curl until the right side of my ball covers up the adjustment window. And you see here the reason I don't go a full top on an extra mile 9 is because we would roll into the rough. That's going to leave us for shot number 2. Shot number 2, I want you to play 15% at mid. The shot you are seeing here is going to be played at 10% at mid. So again, this replay is 10% at mid, 5 back, 1 bar of side spin to the left. I want you to play at 15% at mid with the same adjustment. Look at that. Look how my ball guide line is actually bouncing into the cup. The reason that we do that is because with 5 bars of backspin on a thorn, if you leave this one accidentally short, you're going to stop before the pin. Like it's going to stop on a dime, okay? So you got to make sure that that last bounce is bouncing into the hole. Perfect shot. You'll see here, bounce, bounce, bounce. Speed is perfect. Unfortunately, we need to pull this one about 0.2 more decimals to get that one to drop center. So if we would have pulled it 15%, we would have been good. If you're somebody that's got some big clubs and you want to use money balls, here's one way that you can go for it. All right, wind resistance 4. Side spin 3, doesn't matter. Not using the side spin. Top spin boost 3, P2. So the top spin boost and the wind resistance is really what the key to this shot is here. Here you're going to see the push. Here you're going to see some overpower. Keep in mind this is not my shot. This is my opponent's shot. But, I thought if there's some players out there watching pro and you want to have a little fun, you can absolutely get yourself a nice leg up on the competition by taking this shot here for a very easy drive and really an easy eagle at that point. So there's one way you can approach hole number 5 as well. Hole number 6. We're going to go 10% at max, and again, we're going to go controlled overpower. Again, so I'm going to go 6 top. I'm going to go with my right side spin as you saw. And here, I'm going to put you'll see here, I'm going to put my orange ring on the rough line just like that. I'm going to pull my rings. I'm going to leave it way back here so that I can go with OP. And we're going to call this, almost 3/4 of a ball of curl to the right. Probably right at 3/4 of a ball of curl to the right. Hit fairway 1, hit fairway up here, and we roll up very nicely, and we're good to go. That's going to leave us for shot number 2. Shot number 2, 10% at minimum. Here, that's where I'm at. Again, this is a long par 5. You're going to have to judge for yourself what distance of your club that you're at. But as far as replay purposes go, 10% at minimum is what I'm going to suggest on this shot. Look at this. So close. I mean, the speed is great. Just all over the pin on this one. All right, hole number 7. The replay that you're seeing here is played at 10%. It's basically played 1-to-1, okay? I want you to bump this up to 15%. 15% is what I want you to play this at. I want you to take a note on my setup point here. Take a note at the ball guideline going through the hole. I want you to take a little bit of backspin off of this shot, and I want you to pull up more rings than I do, but not a lot, okay? We're only going to wrap it up to 15%. I want you to take a little bit of backspin off. Just kind of judge this shot here and see. Clip the rough. And we stop a little bit short of the pin. Okay. Hole number 8. This one is uber frustrating to me. Here, I'm going to go with 5 top, 3 left. The reason I'm going with 5 top and not 6 is because on my other account, I use 6 top spin. Exact same landing position. All of my yellow ring on the fairway except a little bitty amount. Here, we're going to go with a little bit of OP because we need it with half a ball, a curl to the left. 6 top on my other account hit the fairway and it just kept rolling, all right? Instead of stopping like this one, it just rolled and rolled, and it went like 2 blades of grass into the rough. So here I took 1 full bar of top spin off. Now look at this. This shot is going to be played 10% at absolute minimum distance of our thorn. You can see I'm almost caught in between clubs. Here I go with backspin again. This is a lot of backspin with the thorn. You got to watch out for this green because this green is glitchy. You see that? So here we're going to reduce the backspin. We're going to try to play a different part of the green to reduce the glitch. Again, I pulled this one 10% at minimum distance. Now, we're pulling to the right-hand side just barely, and you're going to see that I actually missed this one to the right-hand side with a perfect ball. I really couldn't believe it. Speed is great. Look at that. That's tough to swallow right there. So had I played at 0%, that ball would have been in the cup for an extra eagle. This is going to take us on the hole number 9. I'm going to show you a couple different things on hole number 9. This one drive is 10% at max. All the drives are 10% at max. Full top, 2 bars of side spin to the right. Here, we're just trying to annihilate this one. I didn't mean to fast forward that much. Holy cow. Lost my bearings there. Doesn't really matter. It's 10% pull. You saw the overpower. That's the most important part. We're just trying to really launch this thing as far up the fairway as we can. Shot number 2, I play 1-to-1. All right, so here you're going to see, I'll fast forward through this because I screwed this shot up. Full top, or no, not full top. We're going to go with enough top spin to get our ball guideline like that. 2 bars of side spin to the right. All right, pull 1-to-1. Perfect ball. Look at this. Stuck it in the rough. Looks like that fairway slopes from right to left. So yeah, I'm a clown on that one. But somehow, some way, wait a minute, who's this shot? That's not the shot. That's another shot I'm going to show you. What? Where's my shot at? 2. Oh, here we go. I was like, what in the world happened there? I must have hit the next replay for some reason. Okay. So here with a Nirvana, I'm going to play at 10% at mid. You kind of see here I got the ball guideline going through the hole. Why is it going so fast like that? Ball guideline going through the hole. I don't know if this is a long replay, but it's really sensitive, like when I start to fast forward. Regardless, obviously this shot is crap. I hit a great ball, but somehow this ball goes into the cup. So, you know, I do get a very lucky eagle here on a difficult par 5. But here obviously I'm playing it with my thorn because on my other account, I took note. I set up further to the right-hand side on shot number 2 so I didn't roll into the rough. And I'm playing this one. The shot you're seeing is played 10% at max. We don't need any elevation on this shot. So I just play at 0 at max. But again, check your own distance of your club because you may not be at max depending on where you're at on shot number 2. I just want you to know here, we're pulling to the left-hand side of the cup. I hit a perfect ball. And we miss way to the left-hand side of the cup. So we don't need any elevation. We need to tweak that shot a little bit. But hey, that's it. Best of luck. I will see you on Saturday for Rookie and Pro. Please leave me some comments and let me know how you're doing. Thank you, everybody.